One of the last events of the season, February 1st, it's a Saturday. The Fuel to the Fire Showcase is at Lausanne Collegiate School. You got Tipton Rosemark, the Anderson brother. The last one left for Tipton Rosemark, who's committed to South Alabama, was going to be in the building, taking on South Haven. Christian Brothers is going to be there as well, taking on Bartlett, who's about to match up with Briarcrest. But Briarcrest has Peril Cone. I think they only lost one game out of the Nashville area. They have a very electric point guard and a big-time big who flies around the rim. Lausanne, well, you know who they have. The Big Three. Whitehaven only lost one game. You don't miss this one, Saturday, February 1st. It's going to be the Bartlett Panthers coming from Bartlett, Tennessee, driving all the way to Lausanne to take on Briarcrest in this matchup. The Saints coming off a huge win over a top team in the country, playing in one of the big events in the Memphis area, getting a win over IMG, came to the Ultimate South and dropped two, but they look to return back on top. The Saints are fully loaded. They are always ready to rock and roll, but Bartlett is a big-time program. They got a head coach in Dion Real who looks to get the job done. The guards swing it around the wing to the corner. Ricky Lofties. Keep that name in your back pocket. Write it on a sheet of paper. Better yet, put it on a napkin for the one that you have, because Ricky Lofties is a name you have to remember. A knockdown for him on Bartlett's end. On the other side, a knockdown jumper for the Saints. Going up, called for a travel call, though. It's going the other way to the Saints. They couldn't convert, so it gets back to Ricky. Lofties knocks down another jumper from the same spot, the corner, and he loves that. Marcellus Brigham showing he's got range as a big for the Saints. Kick over to the corner, pump fake, one dribble, pull up, knockdown jumper once again for Lofties. It's going to be a quick timeout for the Saints. They look to regroup and recoup, but Bartlett comes out of that timeout and is still locked in. Easy bucket for Jalen Lucas, who gets a 2 over the iron inside the paint. Lofties goes straight to the cup and one. Bucket heads to the free throw line for the Panthers. Omari Thomas misses that one, gets his own rebound, puts it right back off the glass for an easy 2. Chandler tries to block it, but not before Rigel Moore gets the easy 2 off the glass. He claps his hands on the defensive end to look to get a stop, but next play down, Briarcrest gets an easy 2. It's 18-12 heading into the second quarter. Knockdown jumper outside. It's a good one by Rodney Mason. He shows you he got a little range right there. Harrington's going to look down low to Thomas. Amari gets another easy 2 for the Saints on the offensive end. Lofty's going to use the little stutter step pump fake, but then ends up swinging it to the top, who looks and finds a wide open man down low, and Luke gets that easy 2. Marcellus missing that one. Thomas there to clean up the board. No index needed on that easy 2. The point guard swinging around the horn, pull-up jumper from outside. He just showed you he can knock it down, so why not get a hand up? Rodney Mason getting the knockdown jumper. It's going to be called for a timeout for the Saints. They look to recoup. Next time down, Mason looks to take a dribble instead of taking the knockdown jumper and gets called for a travel. Then they come down on the offensive end. They set up the offense and end up holding the ball. They lose it. The Saints come up with it, but the ball goes to a jump ball. It's called for a jump ball as it was on the floor. Nice pass down low, though, to the guard. It's a 2-pointer for Reggie Neely. He gets one easy bucket inside the paint, and then a nice point guard pass down low to Brigham. Marcellus gets 2 points for the Saints. Going straight to the cup is Ricky Lofties once again, using that left for an easy 2 off the glass, and then the pump fake. They're faking the defender, sending them one way and going the other. It's 32-31. Briarcrest up by 1, heading into the locker room. Let's jump right into the second half, though. Third quarter, no need to wait. He got a rebound from down low, missed it, couldn't get it back, but ends up tapping right back to him after he missed it a couple times. Way to stay with the play right there. Lofties had a big-time game for Bartlett and was able to keep them in this matchup for a pretty long time. There is a 2 that actually got a blown whistle, and then right before going to the cup, he just pulls up, a little 10-footer. Will Ferris knockdown jumper outside. It's missed. jumper for the Saints ends up stepping out of bounds, and Rodney Mason's going to give it back to the Saints. Looking down low is Tyler. He finds Thomas once again, just like he did in the first half, for an easy 2 inside the paint. Kick over to the wing, take a couple dribbles, go up and off the glass. Mason gets a 2-pointer to go for Bartlett. Here comes Michael Malone. Scooter going around the screen twice, pulls up right in the face of the defense. It's nothing but the bottom of the net for Malone. It's going to be a rebound for Chandler. He goes coast to coast, looks to go up, but it's called for a jump ball as the defense was able to tie up Chandler on his way up to the cup. Asks for the screen from Big Thomas. He curls off, but Chandler goes to the cup. No needing any help on that one. He gets an easy 2 to go off the glass. A kick over to a cutter who goes pump fake up and off the glass for another 2 for Bartlett. That's a 2-pointer for Will. On the other side, they do the same thing. This time it's an and 1, though. Chandler comes up with it. He goes fast break from coast to coast. Look to the cutter and Brigham. Marcellus gets the up and under finish for 2 points for the Saints. Great defense. Looking to dive after it is Harrington. He misses, but ends up getting on the ground still, and that big dog mentality stayed in the entire play for the Saints and ultimately got them a stop on the defensive end. Mason comes up with it. He kicks off to the guard who goes up. Chandler looks to get the block, but called for goaltending. It's going to be easy 2 points for Bartlett. Mason gets the bucket to go for a 2, and then a fly. Scooter Malone goes straight up after going coast to coast to finish with the right, and then look at this, getting the steal right before the end of the third, and heaves it up to try to get the bucket, but no good from Cameron Jones. It's only a 1-point lead heading into the fourth and final quarter. Scooter has setting up the offense, gives it back to Tyler, who looks down low to Thomas, and then it's called to go the other way. So Bartlett gets the ball. Next play down, though, Scooter is there flying. This time not dunking. He's there saving. And got the stop to go pretty much on the defensive end as he got back. Rigel Moore kicks it over to the top, takes a couple dribbles for the PG. Lofties actually gets called for a travel, taking too many steps on that offensive end. Scooter takes a little time to think about what he's going to do. He finds Chandler cutting to the glass, and he got the easy 2 to go with the left. Went up with the right, finished with the left, though. Looked down low by the youngster guard. Beautiful pass by him and a nice finish by Malone. Nice stutter step going up and off the glass for a 2-pointer. Bartlett is staying in the mix right now with Briarcrest, keeping it all in all, but look at this fast break. Malone ends up losing the handle on it, and it ends up going out of bounds. Next play down, though, it's called for an interference. So actually, Bartlett gets the ball back after Briarcrest tried to inbound it. So they inbound the ball, take a couple dribbles, step back, and actually pull up and knock it down. No one got a hand up on the defense. So he said, okay, you don't trust my shots? I'm not Ben Simmons. I can show you I can knock it down from deep. So he does just that. 2-point lead here as it's getting into the crucial moments. Heads after a foul. Chandler goes to the free throw line, knocks down both of those. It's 52-48 with under 13 seconds left to go. Rodney Mason misses the first free throw. The second one is missed as well. Still a 4-point lead. Gets fouled as Brigham. It was a 1-and-1. They missed it. The Panthers come up with the board, goes up as Mason. It's now 52-50 with 5.7 left to go in this matchup. We're trying to see what's going to happen here. Chandler kicks it off, and Tyler ends up throwing it back to Chandler. Looks like Mason was fouling on the arm of Chandler, so the referee called that. Next foul is going to send him to the free throw line. He goes there and extends it to a 3-point lead and makes it a 4-point lead with just a couple seconds to go. He heaves it from half court, but it's not enough time for them to get enough points to get back in the lead. The Saints walk away with the win against the Panthers.